Assalamu alaikum students. This is the Broadway School online learning program. The lecture is for grade 7 science and the lecture number is 5th. We are studying the unit number 11, transport in humans. Today's topics are the pumping cycle to exercise question number 1, 2 and 3. The textbook page number is 144 to 147. Okay, the first topic of today's lecture, which is the only topic which we will discuss today, is the pumping cycle. Actually, in this topic I will explain that how the heart of a man pumps, and after pumping how the blood goes to different targets. So first of all, the blood from the body enters the right atrium of the heart. While entering into the right atrium, the all the blood come through a vein or blood vessel called vena cava. I am again repeating, the blood from the body enters the right atrium of the heart through a large blood vessel called vena cava. Actually, the blood from all the veins is collected into the vena cava, and then vena cava bring the blood from the whole body to the heart and in right atrium. But at the same time, the blood from the lungs enters the left atrium, and it comes into the left atrium through a pulmonary vein. Here you can see the difference that except lungs, the blood from the whole body enters into the right atrium through vena cava, while only from lungs the blood enter into the left atrium of the heart through pulmonary vein. Okay, then when the atria contracts, mean the right atrium and left atrium, the both contract at the same time, and they push the blood into their respective ventricles. Mean left atrium pumps the blood into the left ventricle, and right atrium pumps the blood into the right ventricle. And you know that it happens through valves. Okay, when the blood from the left atrium enters into the left ventricle, then the left ventricle pump the blood to the body, mean to the whole body, and it is done through the aorta. Aorta is a type of artery, mean it is a large artery which is called aorta. You can see in the diagram the aorta is shown. So again repeating, the blood from the left ventricle is then pumped to the body with the help of the aorta, and the blood from right ventricle goes to lungs through pulmonary artery. Only the blood which is goes to the lungs is sent by another artery which is pulmonary artery, while except lungs, the blood to the whole body is sent through aorta. Further, the aorta is divided into sub arteries, and then they reach to their respective places in the body. And one thing I want to mention, then the both ventricles also contract simultaneously. Means when the right ventricle contracts and it sends the blood to the lungs, so at the same time the left ventricle also contracts and it sends the blood to the whole body. So this is all about the pumping cycle, and you can understand it better with the help of a diagram. The diagram is totally labeled, completely labeled. Here the aorta is shown, pulmonary artery is shown, valves are shown, pulmonary vein is shown, and vena cava is shown. Similarly, atrium when contracts and when ventricle contracts are also shown in the diagram. So I have explained this topic, and I hope you will understand this topic and you will grasp the concept of that topic. Okay, the next, there are some terms related to the heart cycle. One is heartbeat. This word is commonly used by us, that our heartbeat is high, our heartbeat is fast or slow, etc. So what is heartbeat? Actually, when an atrium contracts and then its respective ventricle also contracts, so this complete contraction of atrium and ventricle is called heartbeat. And no doubt, when right atrium will contract, at the same time the left atrium will also contract. That's why the word is used as atria. And when the right ventricle will contract, the left ventricle will also contract at the same time. That's why ventricles word is used. So when atria contracts and after that ventricles contract, so this complete contraction of atria and ventricle is called one heartbeat. And then same process is repeated, and then the same second heartbeat is started, and it goes on. Similarly, the next is pulse. Different human beings have different rate of heartbeat. Mean the contraction of atria and ventricles of some human being is fast, while the contraction of atria and ventricles of some human being, mean the heart of some human being, is slow. And definitely whose when atria and ventricle contract fastly, their heartbeat will be fast, and vice versa. So the heartbeat per minute is called pulse. Means that how many times our heart vibrates or pumps in 1 minute is called pulse. For example, if a man's heart pumps for 70 times in a minute, his pulse will be 70. And there is another man whose heartbeat, means whose atria or ventricles contract 95 times per minute, then its pulse will be 95. And the heartbeat can be felt by our fingertips at our wrist, and also on the below side of the neck. Then heart diseases are spreading very fastly worldwide due to unhealthy eating habits of humans. So there are different heart diseases because now we are habitual to eat oily food. That's why many people in the world are facing this disease. And normally heart diseases are caused when coronary artery, this is one of the type of arteries, they are blocked by a fatty substance called cholesterols. Mean when we eat so much oily food which is rich in fats, then the cholesterol is accumulated in our coronary arteries, and due to which heart diseases arise. And due to this heart diseases, due to this accumulation of cholesterol, a cramp like pain spreads across the chest, normally on the left side of the chest, left arm, and on the left side of the neck. This pain is called angina, and it is normally due to the blockage in coronary artery. Second is thrombosis. Thrombosis occurs when the artery is completely blocked, means there is a no path in that artery for the passing of blood, and it is happen due to blood clotting. Mean when a blood clot is accumulated in the artery, it completely block the path of the blood, so due to which heart attack occurs. Okay, this is all about heart diseases. Now next, come to the exercise. you know Question number 1 is multiple choice questions. The first is, the human circulatory system is an example of a single circulation, double circulation, triple circulation, and quadruple circulation. So the answer is B, double circulation. You have studied that. Second is, what organ pumps blood through the circulatory system? Okay, the answer is very easy. The answer is B, the heart. Which type of blood vessel carries blood away from the heart? Obviously, the blood which carries vessels which carry blood away from the heart are called arteries, and the answer is A. Why is blood that flows from the lungs to the heart bring bright red rather than dark red? The answer is B, oxygen makes it red, because the blood which goes from lungs to the heart is oxygenated blood, mean it is rich in oxygen, that's why its color is bright red. The fifth one is, what is the circulatory system? Obviously, in circulatory system the blood goes on, the blood circulates, that's why it is a transport system, because in the blood there are different kind of nutrients and materials which are to be transported. The second question is, true or false? The first one is, the human circulatory system is called a double circulation. The answer of this true false is true, because human circulatory system is called a double circulatory system, mean double circulation occurs. At the same time the blood goes out of the heart to the body, and at the same time the blood comes from the whole body to the heart. Question number 2, the left side of the heart pumps blood to the lungs. Okay, the answer of this question is present on the topic which we have studied today. The left side of the heart pumps blood to the lungs. Actually, the right side of the heart pumps blood to the lungs. The right side of the heart pumps blood to the lungs. So the answer is false. Arteries have thick muscular walls to cope with the high pressure of the blood as it leaves the heart. The answer is true. Veins are narrower than arteries and have thinner walls. Veins have thinner walls, but they are not narrower, they are wider. That's why the answer of this question is false. Capillaries have valves in them to keep blood flowing in the right direction. Capillaries have no walls. Actually, veins have walls. That's why the answer of this question is also false. The third one is, fill in the blanks. We have to place the right words in the right places. So, word list is given. Arteries carry blood away from the heart. They have thick muscular walls to cope with the high pressure of blood as it leaves the heart. Arteries divide into smaller tubes called capillaries, which spread through the tissues of the body. This makes sure blood gets to every cell. The walls of these blood vessels are very thin, so materials can pass between the blood and the cells. Blood is carried back to the heart by veins. These are wide and have thinner walls than arteries. This is because the blood pressure is low and blood flows slowly. These blood vessels have walls to keep the blood flowing in the right direction. So these are all three questions of the exercise. I have provided you the answers. So if you want, you can do the further questions while using the concepts you have grasped in studying this chapter. So this is all about today's lecture, students, and at the same time this is the end of this chapter. Now the assignment portion. Question number 1 is, explain the pumping cycle of heart with the help of diagram. The answer is on page number 144. Question number 2, define heartbeat and pulse. Answer is on page 144 to 145. What do you know about angina and thrombosis? Answer on page number 145. And question number 4 is do question number 1, 2 and 3 of exercise on book, while the question number 1, 2 and 3 will be done on notebooks with proper diagram. So this is all about today's lecture. At the end, you know that we are bound to stay at home due to coronavirus pandemic. So that's why it is our responsibility to teach you from home, and it is your responsibility to study from home. So for this, please kindly subscribe our YouTube channel by the name of the Broadway School. When you will subscribe this channel, you will get fresh videos of science as well as other subjects in order to completion of your syllabus. Okay students, Allah Hafiz, stay safe and healthy. Assalamu alaikum.